Hi friends and friendly subscribers, welcome back to my channel. This is Inner Hill Tarot, and today we're going to do the unboxing of this deck from Vicky Iskandar, the Chinese 5 Elements Oracle, illustration by Candy Soon. It's a 60 card deck and guidebook, so from Hay House. So it's really interesting. All of a sudden, all of the mass market deck publisher starting to be interested in this subtle body movements and the possibility of healing through the subtle body. It's very interesting. Let's see. Oh, I understand now. It's using 60 cards because it's following the Chinese zodiac here, which is it's same. It's 12 characters, which is it's not. It's a beautiful deck, and I'm sure it's made in China. Hay House decks are all made in China, don't they? So yeah, what this mean is, so in Chinese zodiac there is like 12 there's a 12 animals that races towards where Buddha is, because he's going to give the last sermon, and there's only 12 places for animals, so all the animals are rushing, and there's a 12 animals that's in the end it's like came towards the where's the Buddha rests before he gone to the other side. And yeah, and yeah, between those 12 animals there's also 5 different elements, right? It's like there's fire, metal, water, earth, and ether. So the combination of the elements and the animals comprise the 60 years of a Chinese calendar. So that's why it's a 60 card deck. So I guess we were going to see the Chinese elements, what does that means in the term of oracle. This is exciting. Never seen this kind of thing before. Oh, printed in Turkey. Yay! It's not in China. Yay! I don't know why I'm happy about it, but I am. I guess Turkey now taking the place of being more economically viable as a printer companies than China. Anyway, so it's published in a lot of places. You see, like the it's kind of saying wisdom and communication cards, wood rat cycle. So it has the brief background on Taoism. I think I know why they print it in Turkey, because if they print it in China it will be copied quite even faster than when they sell the real thing. Because this is about China, but isn't it about the Chinese cards and beliefs? Anyway, so there's also intuition and inner knowing cards, mind, body, and spirit cards. Wood horse. Why is it all about the woods? That is really interesting. My understanding of the Chinese 5 elements come from the sum of my experience. Each card represents my own interpretation of the 60 pillars of the 5 elements, grounded in traditional theories of Chinese metaphysics and the wisdom of the Tao. Is Tao. Complemented by divine guidance and unique energetic understanding of the elements viewed from an east-west female perspective. Oh, she's from Indonesia. As an Indonesian-born Chinese, I grew up in culturally diverse setting. Oh my god. Okay. She's so Chinese, this lady. Vicky. My hope for you. There's incredible history and complex meanings within Chinese metaphysics beyond what we're able to cover in an oracle guidebook. About this Taoism thing, it's a little bit overrated, in my opinion, with the yin and yang. It's too permeated in Chinese societies, especially in Indonesia, and it's just like, it's about the harmony and especially the inner harmony, but then it doesn't let you give the possibility of rupture relationship. And if you rupture a relationship in the community or in the family, you're being seen as someone who doesn't know the manner of the Tao, and you are banished from the community basically. This is why I left Indonesia, because the impossibility of the rupture and healing of the relationship and going it on a different way actually. But nevertheless, I like how comprehensive this guidebook is, despite being a small guidebook, you know? It's very interesting. It's beautiful. Oh, I'm so proud. She's a scholar in Bazi, Chinese astrology, the I Ching, and the ancient art of war of Qimen Dongjia. Art of war, yes. The best war is the one that you never even gone to, right? I think that's what the American military trying to do now, to adopt the art of war from Sun Tzu, that the best of war is the war that you never gone to, you know. So yeah, it's kind of like a good thing, because America, first of all, they have their own oil, they don't need oil from anybody, they have their own gas, and yeah, why not, you know, why not getting out of it? And then now democracy left to defend itself. Well, it's not true, because they still have military bases all over the world, but the notion is a bit different now. But anyway. Oh, she's based in Los Angeles now, LA. Good for her. Good stuff. I'm so proud of Indonesian that got picked up by a big Indonesian Chinese, nevertheless, because most of the time we don't get the government funding to go study abroad. It only goes to real Indonesian born ethnicity to get all of this money to go abroad. So yeah, if your parents not rich and you're Chinese Indonesian, you kind of get stuck basically a lot of times. But anyway, let's start this flip through, okay? I think it's not going to be very silent flip through, but let's see. Enjoy. Fire tiger. wood bird, but we don't have a bird in the Chinese zodiac. That is really weird. Oh, I know, it's probably the chickens, because we have chicken here, and she changed it into birds. This deck, the imagery and the association of the wording, it's really thrown me back to my childhood, and when my caregivers going to all of this orang pintar, which means seers, mediums, they all talk like this, and they're using this type of understanding of the archetype energy. That is really, really interesting. A reset is coming. But I love the way she's really combining the East and West in this sense. The color of the deck in itself, even though it's illustrated with someone else, but of course I think she has the input. The coloring is really feels a bit more towards the tropical side of things, but then the wording, the way she worded, yeah, the bird is the chicken here. The wording is really Western feeling, I feel. It's a very nice deck actually. It's quite innovative in a way to see archetype of energy in this way. Water rat. They should just put it like a capybara or something, water rat. And with the oxen here, they should include bison and stuff like that. Just like the way she changed the year of the chicken into birds. That would have been nice. Also wood rabbit, there is a, yeah, anyway, hare. Anyway. It's beautiful. Even the notion of horse, there's so many different kind of horse actually. There's still wild horses. For example, there are still wild horses in the UK, in Nepal, which is like air horses basically, because they're living in the Himalaya. It could have gone there actually, and not just focusing on one type of animal, which is the chickens. I like the monkey though. They have like, she features also different monkeys, because in tropical we have so many different kinds of them. It's beautiful with the peacock. Oh, this is so beautiful actually. I'm really glad I got this deck. The back of the deck is very Indonesian Chinese feeling. So okay guys, that is not so silent flip through of this deck. What I feel about this deck is really a feeling of reminiscence of where I came from in the terms of spirituality and beliefs before I'm starting initiated into yoga, into plant medicine, and now tarot and oracle cards. It's kind of a feeling going back home to me, and I think it's a really nice deck to also understand the timing in your life as well. So for example, if you're taking a card out of the water bird, so you can check out when is the last time of the water bird. This is probably your birth year, your the people in your current birth year, or your client's current birth year, or something significant that's happening in a water bird year. So for example, if the water bird year, which is water chickens basically, let's just take it into account. When is the last water chicken year? Hold on, I'm looking from, so the last time, so the characteristic of the water rooster, 1933, 1993. So probably that means there's something significant that's happening on that year, 1993 or in 1933. So 1933 is the interwar period between World War I and II. So probably if you're someone from Europe, you'll probably have family members that moving around, moving about, gotten a wedding, a divorce, or whatever, getting a house. So probably that is the basis of your questions, for example. Or 1993, you know, a year after the Barcelona, the Olympic Games, you're probably someone who liked Michael Jordan or something like that, and you start to realize that, oh my god, this sport, basketball, is really important to me, and you start following him, or Nike or whatever. So this is how the channeling could go on like that. But then you kind of have to have the understanding when is the year and the zodiac, and I think you should have like a sheet, like a sheet of the when is the elements and the year. And it also can be, for example, the wood pig. The wood is like the element of the body, yeah? So, and pig can be also associated with the laziness, or, you know, you eating too much meat or something. So it can be also taking care of your health, something like that. And it's also the metaphysical type is like moving up the vortex, which is means that you need to read more of the guidebook. It's deceptively simple, just like Indonesia. It's deceptively simple and beautiful, but then when you get into it, into the cards, it's quite complex actually as well. Yeah, so I'm excited about this deck as well. I'm going to include it in my November feeling, not November feeling, but November work of myself, trying to figure out what kind of seeds that I want to cultivate and harvest next year in 2024. So I hope this deck is also can be a big help for me. So that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know if you already start working with this deck. What do you feel? What do you think? Do you like it? Do you not like it? I like it because it doesn't have like all of this symbology of the I Ching that is very theoretical and it's boring, okay? A lot of the Western artists do that. But this is more playful way to do it and to get into it. I'm so grateful for this deck. So please let me know if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and comments if you're stumbling upon on my video today. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.